Good day, everybody. Today is June 22nd, Monday. Let me continue my reading of this book, Da, by Francis Kong, under Chapter 5, Tiger Woods and Winning. 7 winning practices of winners that can work for our lives. So we've done with check your moves, guard your heart, walk your talk and live your lip, and live reality TV, produce your own show. Now we are on number 4. Don't just stand there, follow through. Let me read it to you. I observed that in every sport that I've played, my instructors constantly yelled about the follow-through principle. At a time when my fancy was for 10-pin bowling, I heard the same instruction. Swinging a 15.75-pound urethane ball properly was not enough because the rest depends on the follow-through. Later on, I discovered that following through was needed in swinging a baseball bat, even in teeing off in golf. And I realized how this also connects with life. The principle of following through is indeed important, whether we're talking about business, career, or any area of work we put our hands on. Talk is never enough, even when you're speaking the truth. Having strong moral convictions is not enough. You have to follow through with the corresponding actions. When you promise something, do people believe it will really happen, or is there a question of whether you really meant it or not? Integrity implies an understanding that people can trust you to do what you say you will do. I hate it whenever I hear people say that promises are made to be broken. This simply implies that proponents of this kind of thinking are liars. Yet somehow, this kind of perverted mentality has affected us in many areas of our lives, has it not? You simply have to follow through on your commitment, as this ensures that you are a man of your word and a man of integrity. Faith without works is dead. Desire is a treasure map. The knowledge is a treasure chest. Wisdom is a jewel. Yet, without action, they all stay buried. What isn't tried won't work. I must do something will always solve problems than something must be done. The Bible says that faith without work is dead. Listen to this poem titled, I'd Rather Hear a Sermon by Edgar A. Guessed because it delivers the message effectively. I'd rather see a sermon than hear one any day. I'd rather one should walk with me than merely tell the way. The eye's a better pupil, more willing than the ear. Fine counsel is confusing, but examples always clear. And the best of all the preachers are the men who live their creeds. For to see good put in action is what everybody needs. I can soon learn how to do it if you will let me see it done. I can watch your hands in action, but your tongue too fast may run. The lectures you deliver may be very wise and true, but I'd rather get my lesson by observing what you do. For I may misunderstand you and the high advice you give, but there is no misunderstanding how you act and how you live. You know the saying, action speaks louder than voice? This poem is titled, The Tone of Voice. And if you like the one you just read, or the one that we just read, you'll probably like this one too. It's not so much what you say as a manner in which you say it. as the manner in which you say it. It's not so much the language you use as the tone in which you convey it. "Come here," I sharply said, and the child cowered and wept. "Come here," I said. He looked and smiled, and straight to my lap he crept. Words may be mild and fair, but the tone may pierce like a dart. Words may be soft as the summer air, but the tone may break my heart. For words may come from the mind, grow by study and art, but the tone leaps from the inner self, revealing the state of heart. Whether you know it or not, whether you mean or care, gentleness, kindness, love and hate, envy, anger are there. Then, would you quarrels avoid and peace and love rejoice? Keep anger not only out of your words, keep it out of your voice. Don't just stand there, follow through. Once you've made a promise, deliver. Once you've made a commitment, fulfill it. There's also a saying that it's all right to over-deliver than doing under promise. So, yeah, always make a follow-through, and hope this reading give us some lesson or some learning that we can apply in our daily lives. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of the day. Take care, and God bless. See you again tomorrow.